Hello everyone, it's Valerie from Stampin' with Valerie, and today I'm going to show you how to make an adorable little Thanksgiving card using the Banner Year stamp set and some of the Plaid Tidings Designer Series paper. I'm just going to set the card here. I've already got my stamps ready. We're going to use the Happy Thanksgiving sentiment, the pumpkin, and then the stem and the leaf that go on the pumpkin. So we're going to start with a piece of pumpkin pie cardstock, and this is, I want to say 3.5, but I'm going to measure just to make sure. It's been a while since I cut this. Yes, 3.5 by 5, and we're just going to stamp that pumpkin down the right hand side. So we're going to use some pumpkin pie ink. And I'm just going to start at the top and work my way down. Now you see I left a little bit of space there, and I probably should have left a little bit of more space in between these pumpkins, but I see on the original card the stems and the leaves are touching the pumpkins above them, so I'm not too worried about that. And then we can do just the bottom of a pumpkin up here at the top. Set that piece aside, and we will go ahead and leave that pumpkin pie open because we're going to use that for our sentiment. And we'll go ahead and get our leaves and stems on here in Mossy Meadow. Now these little pumpkins are adorable, and I don't know about you, but they remind me of the little Brock's pumpkins that come out every year, the ones that are, you know, kind of the candy corn texture and flavor. That's what this little pumpkin reminds me of, are the Brock's candy pumpkins. It's super cute. So we're gonna cut now a piece of this Plaid Tidings Designer Series paper. And if you haven't seen the Plaid Tidings, it is all different plaids for all holidays throughout the fall and winter. So let me grab my trimmer here, and we're going to cut this at 2.5 and then at 4 3/4. So 2.5 wide, 4 3/4 in length. And I'm not sure what it is about this particular pattern, but this pattern just really reminded me of Thanksgiving. It has a little bit of blackberry bliss in it. It has pumpkin pie. It has, I want to say daffodil delight, but it may be crushed curry in there. There's a little bit of whisper white. It's all just a little bit of different colors that I just love around Thanksgiving time, especially throwing in that blackberry bliss. I love that, which is we are going to add a little bit to our card as well, as you can see. All right, so we're just going to move this over so we're not covering our pumpkin, so we still have that pumpkin border down the right hand edge. We've got our card base, our card center. We have a little piece of blackberry bliss and some smoky slate. This is a basic gray card base. So we're gonna adhere this down, and then we'll start working on the sentiment, and I'll show you how we made that gorgeous little loop-de-loop with the gold twine from the Forever Greenery ribbon combo. All right, so for the sentiment, we're going to use, like I said earlier, pumpkin pie, and we're going to stamp it on this smoky slate. Now, it doesn't have to be super long like this because we're just going to cut this off. But then now that we've got that punched, as you can see, we've got this cute little border along the edge of both of these pieces. That comes from the postage stamp punch. You didn't think you could use it for more than just punching postage stamps, did you? So I just took it and stuck it in the end, pulled it back just a little bit after I saw the letters of the sentiment, and just punch the little ends off, and then you got that super cute border. So the next thing I did was just adhere this to my Blackberry Bliss. Now this is a 1/2 inch strip of gray granite. So the Blackberry Bliss is 3/4, and then we're just gonna stick the end in there and just take the little tip off of the end of it. And this piece was a little bit longer, so we gotta take a little bit more. Then you have that cute little, almost like a ticket edge on the edge of it. I think it looks super adorable. Flip that over, add some dimensionals to the back of it. This is where the fun comes in with the gold twine. If you've never done this, you need to. It's a fun little way to add your gold twine or baker's twine or whatever you're working with. Now I'm not going to cut this. I'm going to just leave this. Yeah, I always leave the end tied because it frays if you don't. And we are going to start on the outside. And I'm just going to kind of loop it and stick it to those dimensionals. Make sure you unwind it just a little bit so you can keep going. Then you're gonna make another loop. This one I need to move over, I think. It needs to be over to the right just a little bit so I have the inside of that dimensional to use for this little piece. Bring it back. And that's the wonderful thing about this is it doesn't have to be perfect, but I'm gonna need a couple more dimensionals in here for sticking. So we're gonna add 2 more. And then we'll just go back around. And then this one's gonna be kind of small. And then here's where we're gonna cut it, if I can get my fingers unstuck from the dimensionals. We'll just cut this off. I'm gonna go ahead and knot this end real quick before I even move it because it really frays fast. This end, we are just going to stick to that dimensional, and I'm gonna cut that off because it's a little longer than what I thought it was. Then you have that super cute little loop to put on your card. Now, of course, it's a little bit different than the other card because that's how it works. They always turn out just a little bit different each time you do them. And then take some of the fantastic little metallic pearls, the ones that are in gold, and we'll just add some of these little gold pearls as a little embellishment on the card. You don't have to add too many. I'm probably gonna add about 5. And I'm gonna put them in about the same place as what I did on the first card because I like the way that looks. And for the inside of the card, we're just gonna open up that pumpkin pie ink again. And we're gonna get that little pumpkin. We're gonna stamp a pumpkin for the left-hand corner on the inside. And then we'll get the mossy meadow, stamp a little stem on that pumpkin. Add some adhesive to the back of it. I hope you are seeing how versatile this stamp set can be. I've used it for several projects now, and I just love it because it's got lots of holidays on there. It's even got some Valentine's, I believe. Let me look again at it, but yes, it does. It has a little Valentine envelope and a heart, and it's got Guess Who Loves You. It's got the Halloween with the bat and the spider web, Christmas with some holly, and a Santa hat. We've even got a jack-o'-lantern face. If you want to take this little pumpkin and turn it into a jack-o'-lantern, you can. You've got the little squirrel, the leaf, and the acorn for just a fall Thanksgiving card, but I chose to use the pumpkin because I thought he was adorable. So anyway, that is the card we made today with the banner year. It's a cute little Thanksgiving card. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you make some for yourself, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching. Bye.